Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, let's do some fun crafting. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. And a big thank you to everyone who is supporting my channel by buying me a cup of coffee, by being a member of my monthly members group, or by simply watching my videos. Thank you so very much. Today, like always, we are going to do some crafting with a purpose, but it is going to be so simple. I know that it's a tradition in many families to make handmade ornaments and to give them as that year's gift. Well, why not make a very beautiful translucent box to hold those awesome ornaments? Now, the ornament that I have in this one is simply a Dollar Tree ornament, but look how dressed up it looks when we put it in this beautiful translucent box. And you guys know what we made this box from. We made it using one of those chopping mats from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to give you a closer look at this in just a minute when we go over what we're going to need. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So here is a closer look at today's project. And it really is a nice box for displaying those ornaments that so many of you make, or those seasonal collectible ornaments that you might buy. So here is an ornament that I have on the inside from the Dollar Tree. It really is a nice looking ornament, but you can see just how sturdy this box is. You could also lay some tissue paper on the bottom if you wanted to protect your ornament even more. But this is an awesome way of presenting an ornament as a gift. So here is what we're going to need to make it. I will be using one of the chopping mats that come in the pack of 2 from the Dollar Tree. These measure 11 by 14 inches. And I know a lot of you have made investments in the chopping mats as well as the fairy lights. Now, I won't always do projects where I'm using the 2 together, but I am going to try to come up with as many projects as I can to make sure that we're able to take advantage of these awesome things that we have purchased. So to make our project, I'll be using tape, and I'm using my 1.5" tape. I'll be using mini brads and one of the cutting mats. So I have my chopping mat, and on the 14-inch side, we're going to score at 1, at 4 1/4, at 7 1/2, and at 10 3/4. Then we're going to rotate it to the 11-inch side, and we're going to score at 3, and because this is longer than my scoreboard, I'm just going to flip it, and we'll score at 3 again until we meet that original 3-inch score mark. Then we're going to score at 7, as far as we can go. Then we'll flip it again, go back to 7, and score. Then we're going to make a score at 10 1/4, as far as we can go. And then we'll flip this and score at 10 1/4 until we meet that original 10 1/4 inch score. And those are all of our scores. And then we're going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And I am going to try to give nice, crisp folds and burnishes to all of my scores.
All right,
right, so once we have all of our scores folded and burnished, we are going to have a corner piece here and 2 corner pieces here on that narrow glue flap that we need to get rid of. So I am going to angle in here, and then I'll cut straight here to remove that piece. Then I'll go to the score mark and cut straight out. And then I'll cut straight down on this piece. So your piece should look like this. You're going to have that corner removed and those 2 corner pieces removed at the top. Now we're going to go along the bottom here, and we know it's the bottom because we have the fold-in flap here at the top. So we're going to go along the bottom and we're going to free the tabs. So I am just going to angle on both sides of the score mark so that I can remove that piece. It might be a little hard to see right now, but I'll hold it up in just a minute and you'll get a better view. So when I hold it up, you can see how I cut out along the bottom. So that's how yours should look. Now we're going to turn it to this side. We're going to go up to the second score mark, and we're just going to drag straight down wherever we have a score mark. So now that we have all the top panels released, we have our glue flap here. So we're going to go to the first panel from the top side, and we're going to reduce it in size. Like that. Then we're going to skip this one and reduce this one in the same way. And it'll look like this. Now we're just going to angle those 2 tabs that we just reduced. So now your piece is going to look like this along the top. You have this shortened panel here. We're going to take this panel here and shorten it even more. So I am just going to really reduce that in size, and I'll hold it up so you can get an idea of how I reduced it. Now I'm going to take some of my tape, and I am going to place my tape on that little piece that I just reduced. I'll peel away that tape backer, fold that over, and we're going to get that stuck. So now your piece should look like this. I'm just going to go over that a little bit more with my bone folder. Now we have this tab here. You can see that one end of the mat is already rounded. I am going to use my scissors just to round the other end, and that's going to make putting it together a whole lot easier. So now you're able to see that all I did was round it. So now we can get ready to put our box together. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my tape. For the sake of ease, place your tape on the inside glossy on 3 panels, then place your tape on the outside for the mat. So now, y'all, we can put this together, and you have 2 options for putting it together. I am going to use my mini brads because that is what I did here, and I like the look of it. But if you don't want to use mini brads, you can place tape on this flap here. Glue is not going to hold it. It's not going to look that great. So I would definitely work with tape on this particular box. But like I said, I am going to be using my mini brads. So all I'm going to do is flatten it out like that. and I'm going to punch through enough that I'm punching through both pieces, and I just need to get an impression. So hopefully you're able to see those impressions right there. So now I'll take my piercer and I'm just going to punch through where I have those impressions, and I'll do the same thing here. And now we can put it together. So I am going to take out 2 of my mini brads. Guys, if you're interested in what I'm using on this project, the mats can be found at the Dollar Tree or Dollar Tree Online. And then my brads, tape, these tools can be found using the link in my description box. So I am going to take my mini brad, put it through that first hole, and then I'll match it in the second one and open it. And I'm just using my mini brads like adhesive. And I'll do the same thing here at the top. Let's put it through. And now the box is put together in this way. We are going to take these 2 sides, which naturally want to go in, and we're going to make sure that we remove the tape from the piece that is on the mat side facing out. We'll fold that piece in, and then we'll remove the tape backer from the piece opposite it. So I'm just going to open this a little bit. I am going to go ahead and close this box because it's going to help me to keep it squared when I'm putting everything together. So now I can take it. I'm going to fold in that piece that has the sticky facing up, and then I'll fold in the piece that has the sticky facing down. And so now I'm going to peel away the tape backer. From the piece that is on the back that follows the top flap, I'll take that piece and we'll put it down. Then I'll take my front piece and remove the tape backers. And now we can just take this and close it. We are going to take a piece of 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch scrap. I'm going to test fit it to make sure it's going to fit. And when we know that it's going to fit, we are simply going to add some tape to the bottom and place it down. So I'm just adding some tape to the bottom of that 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch piece that I'm going to use to hide my tape. So I'm going to take this piece and I need to hold it up to look at me while I'm doing it. And now I have that piece in the bottom. So we have a nice base in the bottom of our box covering that tape. Now I can take my little ornament, put it back in. We're going to close this box. I am going to finish it off with a nice little sticker trim going around. So I have one of the border strips from my sticker sheet. I am going to take that border strip and place it down. And then I'm just bringing it around to the back. And we'll do the same thing over here. And it doesn't quite meet, so I have a fix for that. I am just going to take one of my little word stickers from the same sheet, and we're going to put that down right there in the back, making the back cute. Then we'll roll it around to the front, and we're going to find something for the front. So I think I'm going to take the sticker that says Joy. See if I can get that centered. And now, y'all, we have another stinking cute little way to give ornaments as a gift. A lot of you are making handmade ornaments. why not make a special way to present them? You don't always want to use these. You can also use acetate and create some acetate boxes. But if you're planning on making just a few beautiful ornaments, why not set them apart by presenting them in a box like this? So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this awesome way to present those ornaments. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.